What's going on, everybody? It's your boy LeBron James, ready for another IG Live / YouTube Live experience for my expert opinion, AFC and NFC divisional round game picks. Got a lot of action today, so let's get right on to it. Imaginary smart water endorsement deal, can't get enough of it. Much like my high school diploma and my football career, it's going right in the trash when I'm done. But anyway, welcome everybody to Bron Bron's AFC and NFC divisional round game picks. Time for another session of my expert opinion as we get ready for an exciting Saturday and Sunday of football, telling you about the other favorite sport I love. But once again, I am an expert opinion on football, even though I don't play football. So because I live in a $38 million mansion, I can make expert opinions on football. So anyway, let's get right down to it. First of all, shout out to the boy CJ Stroud. You definitely showed me wrong last week, tearing up my Cleveland Browns. Same old Browns, right? Just another next year. But we got the Texans and the Ravens. CJ, it's been a fun ride. But my expert opinion is going to tell me this time around that the Ravens are going to win this game. You already lost to them 27-6 in the AFC divisional round at 4:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. my time here on the West Coast. So we're getting ready for ESPN and ABC. We got the Ravens hosting the Texans, and I just think too much Lamar. OBJ could have a big game. Zay Flowers, Justice Hill. It's gonna be a barn burner type game to pace. I do think the Texans are gonna be able to score more than 6 points. But just like back at Ohio State, when you put CJ in cold weather, it all goes downhill from there. And I don't agree with that either. My expert opinion also believes that we should have neutral site playoff games. Case in point, the Dolphins are a way better team than that was advertised last week against the Chiefs. This is a way better team that if they had the right playing circumstances and the right conditions, they could have easily won in a shootout with the Chiefs last week. So credit to the Chiefs though, but once again, I do feel bad. I have empathy for Tyreek and Tua and company down in Miami. So I got the Ravens winning this game. Hard to pick a final score though. I think it's going to be like maybe 35-20 top final score. I think it will be the game. I know it's about 7.5 point spread, but much like me against the Nets last night, I think the Texans just going to be underwhelming. They ain't gonna make it competitive. So got the Ravens winning this game 35-20. Then we go to the night game just north of here up in San Francisco. We have one AFC MVP candidate in Lamar. Now we're going to the NFC MVP candidate in Christian McCaffrey. His girlfriend is so hot, by the way. Oh wait, what was I saying? Anyway, don't hear that, Savannah. So we're going with the Packers and the 49ers. But is it his wife? I think it is his wife. Okay, we're back to focus. We're going with the Packers and the 49ers. Once again, this little Cinderella run that the Packers are going on right now with Jordan Love. Definitely showed me wrong, in my expert opinion, wrong last week down in Jerry World with that blowout, scintillating victory over emphatic victory over the Cowboys. But I'm going to go right now with the 49ers in this game. Go with the conservative pick. Playing in San Francisco, the road to the Super Bowl, going through Northern California. They never really had the opportunity to play for the Super Bowl. Except back in 2019 when they weren't even the number one seed back then, the NFC and the 49ers. They're able to make it to the Super Bowl, and they're going to be able to, this definitely serves them an advantage this time around because this team could have easily made it to the Super Bowl last year had Purdy not got hurt and the game being played at Levi Stadium. So give me the 49ers to win this game. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game, but I think it's going to be about 31-24, the final score, with the 49ers prevailing. Then we get to Sunday's guys. You got some juicy games on the slate going on, 3 p.m. My boy Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. Shout out to the homies. Once again, taking on the Detroit Lions. It's going to be a tough game. I think, I know that the Lions blew them out first time around down in Florida. But that was a late afternoon game back in October. But I think it's going to be the same result. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think Bacon Company and I think Mike Evans is going to be more competitive. But I got the Lions winning this game. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra. Shout out to SC brethren right there. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson patrolling the defensive line. So I think I'm gonna go with the Lions winning this game. They won their first playoff game in 32 years last week, and they're gonna duplicate that with dub on Sunday in Motown. Shout out to my boy Eminem. He's gonna be in the crib at Ford Field. So give me the Lions win this game. Goff, I think he can shred you from the pocket. Amon-Ra and the slant. Jameson Williams when he gets going, watch out. So give me the Lions winning this game. I think they're gonna win this game handily. I think it's gonna be 38-24 the final score. And then lastly, maybe the most appetizing matchup of the day on Sunday, maybe of the weekend. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, their first playoff games in the Mahomes era, taking on the Buffalo Bills. Cold weather game expected again out in Buffalo. Josh Allen, Stephon. I think it's going to come down to which team has the best defense. And I think that the Bills, this is a team that nobody wants to play up in Buffalo. We saw the Cowboys, what happened to them in Week 13 when they played them. Week 15, when they played them out in Buffalo. So I think that even though the Cowboys seem to be more of an aberration type game for them, they still have the number 2 seed in the NFC. They got absolutely shellacked. I could totally kind of see that happening if the Chiefs don't come out ready to play. But there ain't going to be any plays off because we know one thing. Josh Allen's too good to take it to the house every time with his legs. He can beat you with his arm. I got the Bills winning this game and handing Patrick Mahomes his first ever playoff debut road game in defeat. I got the Bills winning this game about 34-27. All right, thank you for joining me here on Bron Bron's AFC and NFC divisional round game picks. Enjoy the football action. See you later. Remember, strive for greatness here in my $38 million approximately mansion.